Right, so hello everybody. In case you don't know who I am, my name's Eamon, and with my co-founder, we run this system that helps real estate agents generate money. Right, we've made about 15 million in generated revenue for all our clients combined, and now I'm just going to be showing you a system that took one of our clients from getting maybe like 3 listings every 3 months or every 5 months into getting 18 listings in 1 quarter. I mean, that is it's a really good results. It's pretty rare as well in terms of the amount, but anywhere from 5 to 10, that's the average. But 18 was something the biggest we've done in a quarter. So we're just going to be sharing the system that actually got him to those results. All right, let's get right into it. So the first bit of that is attention, right? So the most important thing is that people don't know you. This doesn't refer to maybe your community you have that has maybe 1,000 people in it, 2,000 followers. That's still good, that's decent. But people don't know you enough to be getting the results you want, right? To get to the revenue that you want. This is why it's important to first capture attention. Today we run a system that depends on attention. If you don't have any attention, you die, basically, business wise, of course. So the most efficient way to do that is by ads, right? Ads and content. Now, there are a lot of ways, there are a lot of places where you can run ads: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. The most prominent, the most important place where you can go to run ads, I'd say, is Facebook, right? So there's a reason, again, I say this in all my videos, but there's a reason why Facebook is a multi-billion-dollar company, because it reaches almost everybody and the ads just work like crazy. So you can get thousands of people to learn about your business in a day just through ads. I think people don't really understand how important attention is. And this is a little bit of a side note, but in the real estate niche, in the real estate market, people don't understand that you have to invest. Real estate agents are really used to commission, right? Because you only make money once the deal is done. Once everything is done, that's when you make money, which is a decent money model, right? You only get paid when everybody else is getting paid. But there's a system that allows you to make more money, but you have to invest in it, and that's ads. Ads is, I wouldn't say it's a magical machine, but it's something where you can put $1 in, get $3 out. Then you take those $3, you invest it back into your ads, you can get $6 out, right? So it's always compound, it's always growing. Now, that's the first part, and essential as well. All these three parts are essential to your business, but attention, really, really important. Now, then you have the lead system, right? So now you have attention, your people coming in. The next most important thing, of course, would be clarifying them, either getting them from people that are just, coming in, seeing what's going on, to actually qualified, engaged people. Because it's a good thing to have leads, but it's even better to have engaged leads. Now, the difference between leads and engaged leads, I'm going really fast because I don't want there to be any fluff in this video. I wanted to get straight into like the gold in here. So the difference between just normal leads and engaged leads are people that want your thing. They're people that they plainly want to work with you, right? They're people that have seen your content, they've been reading your emails, they've been actively inside your business, right? So those are engaged leads. Now, how we do that is with a funnel, right? So I'm pretty sure now everybody's aware with how a funnel works, but in case you're not, I'll explain it real quick. A funnel basically comes from the English word funnel, something that goes down like this, right? So you have the top where people come in. These are mainly going to be your leads from the attention section. So they come in. Then, when they're in your funnel, they get qualified with videos, websites, even sales letters, VSLs, all those things, right? And in case you don't know anything what all those are, you can look into my channel, maybe find more videos that will explain that in detail. And once they're in there, this is where they're getting warm, they're getting nurtured, right? They're learning about you, because no one's going to just work with you out of a click like that. They're gonna be like, okay, great, I'm gonna work with this guy. It's highly unlikely. This is why we have a system here that ensures that not only you're getting leads, but now they're being qualified by you. So they're starting to know you. They're starting to appreciate you. There's a saying that people only buy from people they know, like, or interested in. I think that's the third one, interested in. And this is where the magic happens, into qualifying those leads and not just getting window shoppers, right? So that's the second pillar of the system. The third is going to be setting, right? Setting, following up, and sales. Now, I say this every single time. People do not know how to work their leads. Once a lead comes in and they were interested, it can happen that people fall off, right? But you can never let them go. Of course, you only let people go when they verbatim tell you, I don't want to hear from you anymore, remove me from your list, stop contacting me. Then you have to stop. Otherwise, that's called harassment, right? But yeah, so you need to know how to follow up. This is what our system does for you, right? And we have an automatic setter that calls all your leads up 2 minutes after opting in. Now I'm going to drop this here again. There was a study made by Harvard where if a lead was called within 2 minutes of them opting in, they had, listen to me closely, 400% more chances of them closing. You increased likelihood of someone closing by 400% by just calling them directly. This is the bread and butter of your business. Once someone comes in from the attention section, they go into qualifying. Now, while they're being qualified, even before this happens, 2 minutes later, you have someone call them in. Now, okay, yeah, someone may be like, okay, yeah, it's hard to have staff that can do that. But this is the magic of 2026, is that you no longer need staff to do repetitive tasks like this. You can have AI that immediately calls into people, making sure that they're actively trying to sell, right? And then moving them into Jiku. Sorry, there's a little bit of French that came out. Moving them into your CRM, where they will be now notified as in they're qualified, right? This is so important because not only are you keeping your leads active, you're following up with them, but you're calling them immediately after they opt in. This is where the money is made. Trust me, this is where the money is made. I've seen businesses that have both of these, really solid, really good, and they make decent results. But once you add this part, you change the whole game. Everything changes, right? And then obviously in the end, you have the sales that comes in, and that's all on you, closing your clients. If you have problem with sales, we also provide that because of course we're in the sales business, right? The whole objective is to sell. So we also provide that in case you struggle with that. I hope this makes sense. And if you have to take anything out of this video, is that these three pillars are what's going to build your money, right? It's what's going to make you more money. What's going to bring you in more clients, more leads, more appointments, more closed deals. It's this: attention, a lead system, and a conversion system. So I hope all that makes sense. If you ever want to speak to me, we're running this system right now for a bunch of agents, and we're giving away 30 days for free. So in case you're interested in that, you want to see how this goes, you want to try it out for 30 days, and if you're getting results, if you're happy with what you see, we can talk about a partnership, right? All right, it's been a pleasure. Speak to you soon.